Alright, hey guys, this is Friday, April 17th, last day of the week. We made it through a week. Hope you'll have a good week with all your classes and are doing well. If you have any questions, just get up with me. I can answer anything you need with the math or the science or anything like that. So just make sure you're getting up with me if you need it. Today, we're going to finish this lesson on page 371 through the end. So make sure you go ahead and read the rest of the lesson to page 383. So page 381, not 73. So 381, we just started talking about scorpions. And so on page 381, on the right hand side, I'll finish that out. It says, because of their resemblance to true scorpions, the pseudoscorpions were given the name meaning false scorpions. But unlike scorpions, they have short, flattened abdomen, and these are tiny arachnids that have no stingers. Most of them use their venom glands located in the tip of their chela to kill the small insects upon which they feed. Pseudoscorpions are common in many areas of the world, but they are seldom seen because they spend much of their time concealed under leaves or loose bark. Many of these tiny creatures also like to hide between the pages of books. For this reason, pseudoscorpions are sometimes referred to as book scorpions. And so they also have silk glands like spiders. And so that'll get you through 381. On 382, parasitic arachnids. These are your mites and ticks. These are the most numerous arachnids, but they're very tiny and often blood-sucking. Power in numbers. There's a lot of them, but some scientists have predicted that there are up to 1 million of them, and so there could be, they say there's around 50,000, but there could be as many as 1 million different species. Alike but different, the most obvious difference between mites and ticks is the size. Mites are usually no longer than 1 millimeter. A tick may measure up to 2.5 centimeters. And so often a mite or tick, like the daddy long leg, has no constriction between its cephalothorax and abdomen. Lethal injections. As it travels between hosts, the tick may transmit diseases. A chigger is the larval form of a harvest mite. It is near macroscopic parasite that sometimes causes dermatitis. After attaching itself to the surface of the host skin, a chigger inserts a break and begins sucking blood. Mites, ticks, joins fleas, flies, and mosquitoes as man's worst arthropod enemies. Many-legged arthropods there on bottom of 382 says the two smallest major groups of arthropods are the centipedes and millipedes. These are caterpillar-like creatures that are often mistaken for each other because of their similarities and their habit, and they were once grouped in the same class. Both centipede and millipedes are terrestrial. Neither of these arthropods is generally considered dangerous to humans. There are approximately 30,000 known species of centipedes. The arthropods of class Chilopoda. A centipede is carnivorous, and it likes to kill its prey, usually an insect, spider, or slug, by using poison-bearing maxillopads on the first segment of its body. And so centipedes can use that to inflict a very painful wound when frightened. And in spite of its somewhat fearsome appearance, the centipede can be a welcome guest in your yard, and they prey on pesky insects. The class name of the more than 10,000 species of millipede is Dilopodata. And one of the most noticeable differences between them and a centipede is that the millipede has a rounded body with two pairs of jointed appendages per abdominal segment. Millipedes also differ from centipedes in that most millipedes are herbivores and have a short antenna. In spite of its many legs, the millipede moves slowly. It glides with a graceful motion as opposed to the hasty wiggling movement of a centipede. But that means it also cannot flee an intruder as well. And so it uses substances that it excretes with disagreeable odors from stink glands along the sides of its bodies to kind of scare off predators. And the millipede may also roll into a body into coil to protect itself. And so that pretty much gets us through that section. What we're going to do, I'm going to go ahead and give you, so we can just kind of keep moving along next week. I'm going to go ahead and give you both the quiz and the section review, because again, we're basically treating the quiz like bookwork anyway for this. And so just do 1 through 9 on the, make sure we have 1 through 9 done on page 383, and then take the quiz as well. It's quiz 32. So take quiz 32 and then get the section review for 10.2 done. And then that would basically be your homework quiz for that section. Okay, so if you have any questions, just get up with me, and I hope you'll have a lovely weekend.